Welcome to Fox College Football, sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve. Well, you can see why they call it the greatest setting in college football. We got a top 25 matchup here from Montlake, where the very surprising BYU Cougars are looking for what would be their third road win against a Power 5 opponent, and the Huskies, after that Week 1 loss down south to Auburn, looking for their first home win against a ranked opponent, as the number 11 Huskies take on the number 20 BYU Cougars here from Husky Stadium. BYU winning the coin toss. They defer Washington to receive. One of the great running backs in Pac-12 history, Myles Gaskin, back to return for the Huskies. And Washington will start at its own 25. Now, Brady, we're just talking about Jake Browning, one of the most prolific passers in Husky history. He'll start with the ball here tonight.
Yeah, and he's coming off his best performance of his 2018 campaign last week versus Arizona State's 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions. And the thing you love about him is he's a smart player. He's a good decision maker. Typically, you look at your touchdown interception ratio to determine that, and he's always throwing almost a 4-to-1 ratio. And the other thing is he's incredibly accurate with the football in the passing game.
Browning 151 yards shy of becoming the Huskies' all-time leading passer, and he'll start under center. They begin with Gaskin on the ground around right side. Gaskin a first down and more on his feet. Past the 45. Aaron Fuller, the motion man. On play action. Browning out towards the sideline. Caught right away. Another first down. They find Aaron Fuller, the leading receiver for the Huskies. Back on the ground with Gaskin. Rolling out, met right away. Corbin Kaufusi is somebody we'll be talking about a lot today. Met right away, trying to spin out but can't. Sean McGrew getting his first carry. Kyrus Tunga all over him. The Aussie Joel Whitford on to punt. Michael Shelton calling for the fair catch. BYU and Tanner Mangum take it over. 25-year-old senior, once heavily recruited by Chris Peterson at Boise State. Peterson now the head coach for the Huskies. The jet sweep, such a staple as they hand right away to Hefo. This will be a big part of their game plan tonight. First touch for Squally Canada, who was such a big part of 2 previous road wins for the Cougars. 3rd and 1 for BYU, their first possession. Not much room up the middle. Did he get enough? Jordan Miller, the cornerback, in on the tackle. Red Allman to punt it away for BYU. Fuller drop, recovered. Savon Ahmed gets his first touch, turns upfield, and a good gain on first down. Ahmed, the sophomore, waiting his time behind Myles Gaskin, an explosive player. Back to Gaskin. Plows ahead for the first down. Huskies on first down. Catch to Pounds. His first catch in 3 weeks has a first down. Now Browning good on his first 2 throws on the night. Through his progressions, a rare catch for Gaskin out of the backfield. Right by the sticks for the first down. 1st and 10 for the Huskies from the 30. Gaskin continue to gash through this BYU defense. So Bakary able to find him first. Fuller and Jones on the right side. With a clean pocket. Once again under the middle. Finding Fuller this time. Low snap. 3rd and 4 for the Huskies. Underneath. Fuller again. First down. And dragged down. A flag comes down to the horse collar.
Personal foul. Horse collar tackle, defense number 2, half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, automatic first down.
There's Fuller right in the slot, and he's just going to run a little shallow cross, and Sione Taki's going to pick him up in their zone coverage. You can clearly see that grabbing on the back of the shoulder pads. It can even be the nameplate. Anytime you pull a player down like that, you're going to see the flag. This is an area of the field that the Washington offense has struggled up until last week. Got some things together. 5 for 5 in scoring, 3 touchdowns to 3 different wide receivers.
To Ahmed, turns the corner, and is in for the touchdown.
The BYU defense is extremely stout on the inside. It's the edges where I think Washington thinks they can get to the outside and find some green grass in the running room.
Matt Hadley back deep, the guy who plays on offense and defense and on special teams. Tripped up right by the 15. That was Heathrow on the return. Brady, let's go back to the touchdown.
Yeah, let's check out Savon Ahmed's first touchdown of the season. Really watch the tight ends. It's Drew Sample and Cade Otton. Once he helps, he's going to get to the outside, and then it's really just Ahmed's speed that leads them the rest of the way. Right now, Washington's offense just has everything going for them. As we talked about before, the edges of this BYU defense. That's where Washington feels like they have the advantage in the running game. I suspect there'll be many more attempts to get to the outside and utilize the speed they have from the backfield.
Mangum under center, 1st and 10. Heathrow, the motion man on play action. Underneath, met right away. Catch complete by to Dallin Holker. Flag. Heathrow trying to find the edge.
That was Ben Burkervin, who's just been everywhere lately for the Washington defense. 20 tackles last week versus Arizona State. I named the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week.
Illegal formation. Offense had 5 receivers in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Little flip underneath. Katoa gets a 1st down and more. Lupini Katoa, the 2nd leading rusher. Plenty of time for Mangum. Katoa met right away. Ben Burkervin all over the place. Mangum 3 for 3. Brought down right away in the backfield. Benning Potoa'ai trying to get Dylan Cawley the touch. Maybe the biggest outside linebacker in college football, 6'3", 277.
He's athletic for that size.
3rd and long for BYU. Setting up the screen. Underneath. Katoa. 1st down. Cougars move the chains. Mangum. Pass complete. 1st down BYU. Matt Bushman down the sideline. A fantastic season last year for Matt Bushman, a freshman All-American. Not as many touches early this year. To pass. Gain of about 5. Heathrow in motion. They hand it to him. Turns upfield. Met. Short of the 1st down. Loose ball. Husky football. Tevis Bartlett comes up with it.
Let's check to see if Aleva Hifu was down. There's the contact by, and it looks like his knee may have been down before that ball came out. Let's take another look from this angle. Tough to tell, but knee down. I don't see much movement in the ball.
Of a fumble is under review. After reviewing the play, the runner's right knee was down before he lost the football. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Enough evidence. Mangum rolls near the sideline and caught. Hefo once again. And they get the first down. Canada flag down near a first down.
I wonder if that's going to be on Dallin Holker.
And Canada going nowhere. Levi Onwuzurike, the defensive tackle out of Allen, Texas. Second and 22 for BYU. They've had 4 penalties on this drive. Mangum unloads underneath Katoa. Second leading rusher for the Cougars. And a flag, some early movement.
False start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. It's third down.
Mangum flushed. Downfield, end zone, and intercepted. Dropped Byron Murphy. Not normally known for their kicking prowess, and this is well off the mark. Play action, Browning with time. Deep strike, sideline, caught just shy of the 40. Andre Bocelli comes in with a catch of the first down. On the ground, Gaskin picks up a gain on first down. Right up the middle, the surge from Browning. First down, Huskies. They're swinging out. Chico McClatcher, his first touch. First down inside the 10. Gaskin met, thrust forward, and he is in for the touchdown.
And this is just all Washington winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. Watch the left side of the offensive line. Their 2 tight ends. We talked about Drew Sample and Cade Otton. Just creating enough of a space for Myles Gaskin. And does he extend across the goal line before his knee or thigh touches? It looks like it does.
Hadley takes a knee in the end zone. 5 penalties on the last drive for BYU. Trying to get things going on the ground with Squally Canada. Turns upfield. Good gain on first down. On 2nd and 4. Mangum releases. Complete. Byron Murphy on the coverage. Able to connect this time with Dax Millen. Opini Katoa, the running back. The jet sweep. Fumble on the ground and recovered. Hefo. That's Hefo in motion. They sling underneath. Bushman, the tight end. Short of the first down. Denver curving all over the place.
And they are hitting down there. Burkervin as well as JoJo McIntosh.
Fuller stays clear. Huskies football when we come back. Ahmed around the corner. Shy of the first down. But a good gain on first down. That's where they have been picking up tons of yards so far tonight. First down by Ahmed. Browning steps up and slides. He's swinging out. McGrew out of the backfield. Browning to throw on 3rd and 5. Slings it wide open. There is Fuller at midfield. First down Huskies. He's finally brought down. Gaskin. First down. Bulldozer. Gets more. Gaskin trying to find a hole. Patience. Good pickup on first down. To throw. Flag down. Out of the pocket. Underneath finds Cade out in the tight end. He's crunched.
This is coming back, though. It's going to be a holding on McGarry.
Quick release out to Fuller. Receiver screen. Fuller upended. 5 catches for Fuller already here in the first half. Tons of time over the middle. Back to the tight end and a first down. This time finding Drew Sample. And that looks like it should be the record. He was 6 shy on that completion. First down Huskies. First and 10 for the Huskies. Give to Gaskin. And he is swarmed, tackled for a loss. From just about the 20. Underneath Gaskin's second catch. Flag down.
This is going to be on McGarry again. His second holding call on this drive.
Holding. Offense number 58. 10-yard penalty. It's second down.
Second and 21 from the 29. To the sideline looking for Fuller. And the first incompletion on the evening for Jake Browning was 11 for his first 11. 3rd and 21. 12th play of the drive for the Huskies. Browning flushed, chased, running out of room. Underneath to Quentin Pounds.
And that's the escapability of Jake Browning. He doesn't get enough credit for when he does this.
Henry last week making 26 and 29-yard attempts. This is for a season-long 40. And he is wide of the mark. A break for BYU. It holds the score at 14-0. Mangum on play action swings it out low, incomplete, and a flag. Well, plenty of laundry here in the first half.
Well, each one of these defensive fronts is kind of having their way with the offensive line, at least in the pass protection.
Holding. Offense number 69. 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
Right, Dartrus and Hodge. Pitch underneath. Katoa worked earlier, not as much this time. Pressure to Katoa. To the 15. Murphy and Bartlett there to shove him out of bounds. 31 seconds left here in the first half. Katoa, conservative play call. Ball's loose. Burke-Irvin jumps on it. BYU has prided itself. Only 3 turnovers in the first 4 games. Only 1 fumble loss, but leave it up to Ben Burke-Irvin.
And this is just shocking. This has not been the way BYU has played so far this season. Katoa, and there's Burke-Irvin. I mean, he is just everywhere. And it seems like every single one of these fumbles, it's been Burke-Irvin. He's been somewhere in the vicinity or somewhere a part of the tackle, the forced fumble.
2 forced fumbles last week.
He just has a knack for getting around the football. I was going to say, if you're Washington there and you get the stop, you're calling the timeout and trying to conserve for some time. But now with 22 seconds, I mean, you got plenty of time. 2 timeouts in this part of the field. I mean, right now you've got a field goal, not necessarily a gimme, considering Henry struggles, but you take some shots.
To the sideline, finding Sample, the tight end. 4 touchdowns combined the last 3 weeks. Bottom of your screen, 2nd and 6. Over the middle again. Bocelli. 1st and goal for the Huskies. On the draw, Browning on his feet, in for the touchdown. 14th career rushing touchdown for the senior quarterback.
Here's Kafusi. He's the spy, and Wattenberg does a pretty good job at the left guard spot of stealing him up. And then Gaskins out there as a lead blocker. Didn't really do a whole lot. It's more Jake Browning with the cut to get back to the inside. This is that portion of Jake's game. Again, he doesn't get enough credit. He's tough. He's very willing to take off with the football on 3rd down and down in the red zone. Called a game a couple years ago versus Oregon, and remember after he kept the football, got in the end zone, turned back around and pointed at the Oregon defender. Chris Peterson wasn't too happy with him about that, but it was one of those moments where you see Jake Browning show some emotion.
BYU from their own 25 down to the field. We'll say hello to Bruce once again.
Guys, I asked Kalani Sitake why BYU seemed so out of sync in the first half. He said, we're just trying to do too much. He said, guys are trying to do each other's job. I told him, just do your 111th, we'll be fine. And let's play BYU football. Let loose and have some fun. On the other sideline, as Brady said, Jake Browning's played terrific. Chris Peterson agreed. If he had one flaw that he could point out, he goes, we got to stop holding so much. If we can do that, things will be great.
No,
poor
1st
offensive
and 10.
lineman, man. They're just a thankless job.
Now, Squally Canada, nothing going for the running back for BYU in the first half. They start on the ground with Canada. Ben Verkerven finds them immediately. Man given a pass on 2nd down, steps up. Floats it. And almost a spectacular catch by Ifo over blanket coverage. Mangum brought down. Now Taylor Rapp leads the Huskies in sacks. Ben Verkerven in the mix as well.
And it's because of the pressure package. Taylor Rapp blitzed early in the game. Didn't quite get to Tanner Mangum, but you can see him right here. And watch the way they move Rapp and both Ben Verkerven. See how he wraps all the way around? It gets really hard then to pass off all those players. And clearly you could see James Empey, the center, struggling and Rapp celebrating. But it's like that's the type of drive that I think plays right into the hands of the Washington defense.
The Huskies defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake calling Rapp the smartest college player he's ever coached. Fuller back to return with a seam past midfield. Good field position for the Huskies' first drive of the second half. First possession for Jake Browning, who was nearly flawless in the first half. First possession of half number 2. Play action over the middle. Fuller, what a night he is having, a first down right away. Washington averaging just over 10 yards of play on first down. BYU barely 3. Gaskin on first down this time. 2nd and 6 for the 29. Gaskin around the edge. Flags come down.
This might be the 3rd holding penalty on Caleb McGarry.
Makes it 2nd and 16. McGrew trying to pick up some yards. His second carry. Browning on 3rd and 8. To the sideline, and catch made. Just enough for the first down, and for the first time tonight. Out of the backyard as they fake the reverse. Gaskin holds on to it. Not much there. Ahmed trying to find a hole to run. Touchdown in the first half for Savon Ahmed. Jones at the bottom of your screen. Fuller goes in motion. Browning looking that way. Now steps up. Unloads. Caught. Touchdown Huskies. Drew Sample's 3rd catch. His first touchdown since 2015.
And this just frustrates the heck out of you. Look at Kafusi right there in the middle. He's a spy for Browning. But once he gets up in the pocket, Browning finds just enough time, and it's Sample, knowing his quarterback, knowing where he needs to be. Talked to Bush Hamden, their offensive coordinator, says, this is something we practice.
Browning's first touchdown pass of the night, has run one in as well. BYU to start from their own 25. Squad of Canada finding no room at all. Back to the 10. On 3rd and 23, pressure coming. Underneath, Katoa. Katoa gets the first down. Out to the 40. Back on the ground. Katoa on the ground this time, brought down by Onzarike. DeCauley hit right away. Miles Bryant up in his face.
Like Velcro. I mean, there's just nowhere to throw this football. And Tanner Mangum thinks he's going to have Dylan Cauley out in space where maybe he can make a move, but Miles Bryant just closes the gap, closes the distance. And look at that form tackle. That is picture perfect.
Allman to boot it away. Fuller signaling for the fair catch. Number 11 team of the nation all over number 20 BYU 28-0.
I think the most surprising thing to me is, you know, when BYU went to Madison, I mean, just watching the game, watching the film, a lot more pop, a lot more pep in their step. Some of the guys were flying around, just different attitudes, a different mood, and they get off to a fast start tonight. That's been the problem for them this entire season. We just haven't seen the same quiet energy from them that we saw earlier versus Wisconsin.
Savon Ahmed upfield. Past the 30 on his feet. Past the 40. Fumble. Ball loose. Recovered eventually by the Huskies. Looks like Nick Harris jumped on top of it. Flag to Gaskin. Still on his feet. And we'll sort out another penalty.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. It's first down.
Fuller. Back to the original line of scrimmage and almost to a first down. Browning stays in the pocket. To the sideline, catch is made by Fuller again. What a monster night he is having. His 8th catch.
And the play before really was set up by Bocelli being unselfish and setting up a block on a wide receiver screen. Now You know, Browning's buying time. Really was looking for Tate Jones downfield, didn't have him, so came down to Fuller, who kept working for the completion.
It's a pickup of a dozen. Browning, meanwhile, 19 for 20, 246 yards and a score. Has also run one in.
This is going to be a memorable night if he stays on at this pace. Breaking the all-time record for passing yards at Washington.
Gaskin trying to stretch it out, now upfield. And he's able to lunge forward. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. Kafusi brings him down to the ground. And back to it. First down for the Huskies. Back to Sample. Sample's been involved tonight. His fourth catch, a score already. It is out in motion. Ahmed on the hunt for his second score, and he finds it. All Huskies tonight.
Same play as Ahmed's first touchdown. They just got motion to it. So watch as you see Cade Otton come across the board. See number 88? Watch these two right here. Watch as Drew Sample. He's going to end up reaching on the outside, then helping to seal, and then there's Otton.
Under 90 seconds to play, third quarter. Huskies 35 on top of BYU, yet to find the end zone. Jake Browning, see a little bit of a slow start to begin the season. Brady, he's turned it on the last two games.
And look, that's the filling out, period. I think you have not only one with wide receivers that are stepping into those more prominent roles, but also your offensive coordinator, Bush Hamden. It takes time to develop that chemistry between your play caller and figuring out what you like to do and what you excel at.
Hand to Katoa. For a loss. Main gun to the sideline. Pass broken up. Looking for Gunnar Romney. Byron Murphy all over him. Aaron Fuller is back to return. What a night he has had. With 8 receptions, signals for the fair catch here. Jake Browning to pass. He's been nearly perfect tonight, and it continues. Across midfield. Andre Bocelli, his third catch tonight.
And it's all because of the protection, too. I mean, give some of the big boys up front. They've battled with some holding calls. Some of that's been on some of the run plays, but so far protecting the quarterback and giving him a lot of time in the pocket.
It is on to quarter number 4 here in Montlake. Jake Browning and the Huskies begin the fourth quarter, 1st and 10. Kamari Pleasant changing direction. Good run on first down. Just 3 carries over the last 2 weeks for Pleasant, the sophomore out of California. Back his way, trying to stiff arm to the first down, comes up short. Only 4-year starter in school history to pass on 3rd and 3. He's had all kinds of time all night.
And he's had that pass all night. I mean, they've really found the soft spot in the zone coverage, almost right over the football or in between the tackles.
And Sample gets enough for the first down. Ahmed upfield. Hit hard near the sticks. First down, Ahmed spins. Upended at the 20. Gaskin with 81. Near the sideline, McGrew gets another carry.
One-on-one up top.
Bocelli keeps on his feet. fighting for the first down and just short. And this has worked twice before. It worked for the third time tonight. Quarterback sneak for first down.
These guys have really stepped up their level of play together.
And off to Kamari Pleasant. Met shy of the 5. Ahmed. Still on his feet. Now brought down.
It's a nice play by Butch Powell. Talk about a guy who, missed some time now coming back into. He's looking much more like his old self, more full speed. 5th-year senior out of Anaheim, California.
Powell missing the last 2 games, 3rd of the team in tackles last year. Third and goal for the Huskies at the 7. Browning stepping up, floats it, end zone, and almost tipped and caught by Ty Jones. Second incompletion tonight for Browning. Looking for Fuller, almost found Jones.
And that was kind of a vicinity throw, in the proximity of both Aaron Fuller as well as Ty Jones. The one almost had it. Both of them were kind of coming across the formation or across the field. The way it couldn't connect.
.24-yard attempt coming here for Peyton Henry. Missed from 40 earlier tonight. Right off the upright.
You get that close. Sometimes those angles, when they're on a hash like that, they can be difficult for a kicker.
Now the rain coming down here with just under 9 minutes to play in Seattle.
Hasn't the purple rain already been kind of coming down throughout the night with his defense is playing? No?
Some would say.
Yeah.
And off to Riley Burt. Maybe some signs of that precipitation. Well, with his umbrella and his poncho on, Bruce, how you doing down there?
I'm doing good. It's a little drizzly, but it's fine. Squally County, we're told, is done for the day. Obviously, it's a 35-0 game, but he hasn't returned from the locker room. A couple other guys, Sione Taki, their fine linebacker, he came back from the locker room. We'll see if he gets back in the game. He was banged up for the last series.
So many notable injuries tonight for BYU on both sides of the ball. And a Bird on 2nd and 11 runs into his own man. He's able to get some positive yardage.
And head coach Kalani Sitake talked about really this season been a lot of learning lessons. He said, every game we kind of came away with a different lesson, something that we took from it that was different than before. And he said, last week was more about getting off to a faster start. We wanted to see early in this season how we'd play against Arizona, on the road to open up, had some things kind of revealed about ourselves there. And he thought this would really be a true test to see where his team is at because it's such a tough opponent on the road.
It has been a test tonight for BYU. Pass complete, first down. Levahifo making the catch, brought down by Miles Bryant. Riley Burt back to about the line of scrimmage. Burt out of the backfield near the 40.
A lot of parity.
Shy of the first down, finding Hifo. Keith Taylor right there. BYU has not run an offensive play past midfield since their second drive of the game. Chico McClatcher, wide receiver, muffing it. Well, maybe it's a good thing they decided to punt.
I'm sure they foresaw that taking place, right?
Well, McClatcher not normally back there. Fuller normally on punt coverage. Punt return, rather.
Well, Washington's been rotating in some of their backups. We saw that on the last defensive series, but you're going to see that somewhat on special teams. And obviously, that punt came all the way across the field. Talked about the wind maybe impacting the kicking game earlier in regards to field goals. Maybe a little bit there, too, for Chico McClatcher.
It's Mitch Harris who recovered it. Not much there for Burt.
Kyler Manu kind of was able to penetrate and unfortunately forced Burt to stop his feet. And that's been the story of the night. I think it's been the defensive front for Washington doing a good job allowing the linebackers for Washington to roam free and really fire through gaps and stymie this running game for BYU.
First-year defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake. Just 22 yards on the ground for BYU. Empty backfield. Mangum slings it. Caught. Complete to Dax Milne. They looked for him earlier. The freshman connect with him this time.
That's Jake Wamba. He's all over that.
Wamba, the senior linebacker out of San Diego. 3rd and 1 now. Huskies trying to pitch a shutout here tonight.
This is where, for the starting defensive players who aren't in the game right now, you're putting a lot of pressure on those backups, and you're letting them know, hey, man, we're going to see a goose egg on that scoreboard at the end of the game, so you better not let up.
And Katoa back in the game. Hefo in motion. They give to Katoa. He's got enough. They've allowed just 4 rushing touchdowns in total over 4 games. Katoa trying to find the 5th inside the 5. Overload on the left side. Quick handoff. Just shy. Trying to give it to Hefo. Under 2 minutes to go now.
It's pretty impressive, too, how these backups have been able to kind of come in and recognize some of the plays that the starters were stopping earlier. Well, that's jet sweep, but look at that. Since 1990, the last time they've shut out a ranked opponent. Number 5 USC. Can they hold on?
Stopped at the goal line again. Trying to give it back to Katoa, who's been so involved in the passing game. 7 receptions tonight.
And look at the crowd getting fired up.
This place is shaking.
You got to love that. And a bit surprising that, again, BYU hasn't made a pass attempt. I mean, you get down this area, a little play action, a little boot, something to get Mangum to the outside. Surprising that hasn't been tested so far in this drive. Do they utilize that now? They're still trying to run the football in.
BYU 2 for 6 on 4th down this year.
Maybe just use a sneak. Got no one over the center.
Katoa lunging forward. Touchdown. BYU on the board for the first time with really seconds left here tonight.
It made it a lot harder than they needed to, but let's take another look to see if Katoa did indeed break the plane. It's really James Empey doing a good job of positioning himself to clear a lane right there.
Hainer is in now, the backup quarterback to this man, Jake Browning. What a sensational night. A school record. He completes 92% of his passes, 277 yards. And in the midst of all that, Brady, he's become the Huskies' all-time passing leader tonight.
Yeah, and look, and this is one of the maybe more underappreciated guys, I think, as far as that the quarterback position in college football. I mean, he just gets it done. He's efficient. He's accurate. He's smart. I love the way this guy leads his team. Look at what he's been able to accomplish here at Washington. He will truly be missed when he does move on after this season.
11 straight completions in the first half, 9 consecutive completions in the second half. 35-7, number 11 rolling over number 20 BYU.